Okay, Wilco, we're recording the NICA course out here at, what's it called, Pew Park? Yeah, Rockabilly Ridge. It's very unique. I know not every kid's going to get out here to see this, so I want to record the whole thing and highlight and show you some of the areas to caution you on. But basically the whole course is extremely tight. So that's where we'll start. Okay. Ooh. Okay, here's your grass start. Got about a half a mile, maybe a quarter mile of grass coming in around the baseball fields. Don't hit the backstop. Yeah, I'm not sure where they're gonna take this, but you're gonna go around the back of the baseball fields right here. Maybe up on this ridge by this point. We'll get up there. All right, looks like they're gonna feed you out to this gate, which will be open. Assuming this gate will be open. Because you're not gonna have to jump a fence. Then you'll drop into the single track. They just killed the grass to make single track out here. No cutting corners, single file. All right, here's where you drop in. So one thing I noticed is that there's not a lot of open up the legs areas where you can just go full speed. I'll kind of show you some of the quicker sections. This may be one, but up here is a 90-degree left-hand corner, actually a 180, that you're gonna have to get on the brakes for. Right here. Dead 180, slow. Lot of tight trees. So again, don't open it up too hard because you're gonna come into these really tight corners. I think there's one area on the course where you can open it up and not fall into a 90-degree or 180-degree flat turn. Hey, hey.
Oh, how's it going?
Going good. Very slow section because of the corners there. Couple little punchy climbs at the start. This is probably a 19% grade right here. But depending on what gear you're in, you might not have to gear down because it doesn't last very long. Might be able to power over that. So your first passing area, but realistically short lap in the trees your first time through here, I think I would skip feed zone and try to move up. Unless you lose a water bottle or you're having some kind of, just not feeling it. Skip feed, move up some places if you can on lap 1. Back into the woods. You gotta mind your speed coming in there because you're gonna be coming off that single track on the grass pretty quick. And then you're right back into these little handlebar grabbers. Very slow corner right there. So anytime you start to see the trail go downhill, don't get too excited because you're gonna have to get on the brakes. So another one. See, we're going down, we're pretty steep, but that's a heck of a corner right there. That's a dangerous one. Okay, another punchy climb. This one, like I said, you can probably drop a gear or two, get out of the saddle if you got the power, and just get to the top of it because it's not very long. Just saying, if they don't have this jump roped off, I'd hit it. See, another area you can kind of gain some speed. It's probably one of the only 2 areas you can kind of open it up on the downhill, but you're going to come into more of this steep stuff, tight turns.
You're still recording.
Another downhill section. You can open it up a little bit. So this is an area of single track. You could get by some riders here. There's enough room in this section to make some quick passes. Just watch out for the small trees. Again, super short uphill. Get a little water. Alright, it's probably one of the steeper short sections of climbing. You got a little punch right here, probably gets to 20%. But if you carry speed into that, you'll float right over it if you can. Then you come up to the next little section with a couple kind of rolling up hills. Again, just carry speed into this and you'll go right up it. Get off the saddle, get to the top of the first section, and it kind of levels out. Not too bad. This last little corner will get you to the top. Woo! So the whole thing, during this entire trail, really focus on keeping your eyes 20 feet ahead of you. Don't zone out down here. Look out there the whole time. It's a discipline because you got to trust where your eyes go, your wheels will follow. But when you're going at race pace, you have to be able to anticipate all this stuff because it's going to be so windy and fast. But if you're looking out during the race, you'll do so much better. Like at first when you pre-ride this thing, make that looking out ahead almost feel uncomfortable. Like you feel like you're looking too far ahead because you're not. It'll help you get through everything so much quicker. So my advice, don't pass on the downhills through this stuff because what you don't see in the grass can be ruts, potholes, and the downhill sections tend to be washed out. So if you're gonna make an attempt to pass here, which there is room, do it where it's flat. You're over here, you got less chance of hitting a pothole, or over here. So you're pretty passable. But I'll show you where the elevation changes. The sides just get so rutted out from rain. Tons of room to pass here. Yeah, even this doesn't look too bad. Okay, dropping in, hard left here, sand at the bottom, so be careful. Another area you can get on the pedals here, it's gonna make a hard right, but you got plenty of time to kind of pour on the steam, especially if you get a few passes in that grassy area we just came through. Try to separate, get away from your competition here, because everybody's going to be a little gun shy with all these corners and trees. Here's the area it gets quick, but it's short-lived because right here, 90 degree, whoop, sand, sandy 90 degree corner. Be careful. Water break. Coach Jen! Oh, see, taking a water break and I hit a pothole. That was bad. It's like one of the last climbs of the course is right here, I believe. Find yourself a steady gear and just work your way up the hill. You're gonna go on to grass, so you'll want to save a little bit of energy. Here's where you're gonna dump out to the start-finish line, or I guess it's the finish line. You can see how rutted out it is once you get off of this section, because it's a downhill section. and the water just cascades in the rainy season along the sides. So if you think you're gonna pass somebody through there, you're gonna probably not like the outcome, and you're gonna lose a few spaces. You're gonna get past as you're picking yourself up off the ground. Is the course projected to go out this way, or we don't know yet?
We really don't know yet.
Okay.
New trails have been added since like Catherine came out here, I think in February or so.
Okay.
And so originally the plan was to come out on that little gravel strip by the barns up there.
Uh-huh.
But we think that part right's nice.
Yeah, no, I think it's
so
okay.
I think, and I'm not, there's different options to maybe weave it up here.
Yeah.
Originally the plan was to kind of finish along the goal line of the football field, then make a right turn and go out towards the white gate.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out this way and then ends up, like, I would route it right here along the tree line.
Yeah.
Then get up on the football field, and that way you could do a feed zone down in here. And
Yeah, I saw the kids do that because I was hearing the feed zone might be in the middle. Or was that a thought? But I think that might, yeah, it might be too close to the start, in my opinion. Whereas here would be better. I think to put it toward the end would be better.
Yep.
So.
And there's maybe even a slight change to go, like, on the left side, drop below that levee, like the little lake right there.
Okay.
Drop below the levee and come back up behind it.
Got you.
I have no idea. Whatever. Catherine is supposed to be here on Friday evening to look at things. And
yeah, we'll be out here Saturday again to check it out. So.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know whose idea it was to give us an extra lap.
It's because
well, they will not race the extra lap. I'm pretty sure they will not race the extra lap.
Don't complain. You haven't even raced yet.
So, first of all, when they measured it, that, like, at least from what we've ridden time-wise, a lap here is slower than a lap at the last race, I think. I don't know what you.
Well, yeah, no,
like roughly about the same time, I think.
Yeah,
and so
probably.
One of the coaches on our team measured it, and he was slower.
It's just it's just a little more of a calculated trail, right? You have to be much more smooth through the trees and stuff.
And you have it's a little bit more uphill and downhill.
Yeah.
A little less open fields that are flying, and so there's no way if they do 3 laps, because they're the 8th graders. They're supposed to do 3 laps. If they do 3 laps, there might be 1 or 2 kids that make it below an hour.
Got you. Yeah. Okay.
Like, and they really want to have it at 40 minutes or so for the 2 laps. And so I suspect that the lap count will be exactly the same as they've been at last race.
Yeah, just shorter miles, but
the miles will be a little
time
shorter.
will be about the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we've also added, like, that open field loop at the very bottom. That was not here when Catherine checked the trail, so 0.3 of a mile extra.
Yeah, I saw when I looked at it, I was like, okay, that's a little more than what was originally put on there. So I think it'll be okay.
And so I think it will work out that way.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal.
We'll see.
Yeah. Appreciate the information.
We really won't know anything until
Catherine
says which way it goes.
We'll be out here early again to check it out. Thank you. There you go. So at any rate, depending on how it gets up to the start-finish line, I'm assuming you're gonna get up here along the parking lot. Hey there. You'll probably run right here. This gate will probably be open. And then you'd come right back here to where the single track started. I think is how they're gonna run it. Ooh, got a bug biting me. There's your single track start again. Yes, sir. Should be fun.